Hello everybody, this is Mr. Rob and welcome back to another episode of the Seattle Mariners franchise here on MLB The Show 23. Today is kind of a big one because we have the 6th edition of Down on the Farm, which means we're going to take our last look at AA and AAA this season, as well as take a look at the draft picks for the first time, reveal their potentials and ratings. So if you're excited for this one, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. As we're going to start this episode with AA, and who better to start off with than Caden Polkovich, who's been absolutely raking this season at AA. I feel like every single time we watch a AA game, Polkovich hits at least one home run. I say at least because he's had multiple multi-home run games. He gets the scoring here in the first, a 3-run shot, puts Arkansas up 3-0. Jack Parisi's on the mound for AA Travelers this game, and he's done pretty good here as he gets through the first inning, 1-2-3. Top 3 now back with the offense. Cole Barr at the plate, and he's going to single this one through the right side of the infield. A lot of these guys at AA are still very raw, so it's hard to really project where they're going to be. But there's a couple guys like Robert Perez Jr. who have a bright future in this organization, I would say. One of our higher overall players playing down at AA this season. He goes yard with a 2-run shot to left, and that gives the Travelers a 5-0 lead. His 5th home run of the season, 406, and Arkansas has been rolling in this one. Top 3, 2-out, Spencer Packard now. He's going to end the inning by flying out to left, but Arkansas has built themselves a pretty good lead. And on the mound, Jack Parisi has been pitching pretty much lights out. He gets through the first 1-2-3 we saw. He gets through the third 1-2-3, pitching absolutely fantastic. Rico Garcia for the Rockhounds will come in relief. The Rockhounds are the AA affiliate of the Oakland Athletics, in case you're curious. They have some potential players on their team, like Zach Geloff, who could be something for our division rivals, so it's good to note that as well. Here's Caballero having himself a leadoff double to begin the 5th inning, his 12th of the season. And then Jake Shiner, who's kind of split some time between AA and AAA this season. He's going to fly out to center. We're going to test the arm. It's AA. You might as well, and we're going to successfully do it as we get into third. So another run is only 90 feet away. Robert Perez Jr. back at the dish with 2 away. He draws a walk, so Garcia doesn't pitch to him. So runners on the corners for Caden Polkovich, who already has a 3-run shot today, and he also draws a walk. Garcia gives him nothing to hit. So bases loaded for Arkansas and Spencer Packard, and he draws ball 4 as well. So Garcia walks in a run, now 6-0 in favor of Arkansas. And then Marlowe up next hits it over to the right side. This could have been out number 3, but instead an E4 as Cade Marlowe and everybody else reaches safely, and another run scores. 7-0 in favor of the Travelers. Victor Labrada up next will strike out on the check swing, so that ends the inning, bases loaded. But Arkansas now extends their lead 7-0. Meanwhile, here is Zach Geloff, the aforementioned, probably top prospect down here at AA for the Rockhounds, as he hits a 2-out shot to deep right center, and he's able to leg that into a 2-out triple. Next batter, McCann, and Kyle McCann will line this one to second, and Polkovich can't grab it just over his outstretched glove. That'll be the first run of the day for Midland, as they're now down 7-1, and that'll be all they get in this half inning as Caballero fields it, throws it to second, and Arkansas still up by 6. Top 7, here's Caden Polkovich again with 1 away. He hits this one into the right center gap, and that one's going to be trouble. Geloff was able to get a triple off of it earlier, and Polkovich is going to try to do the same thing, and it'll be a triple with ease. Continues to absolutely rake this game, as that's his 3rd triple of the season. Packard now with 1 away, hits this one into right center. That's going to get down for extras, and another run is going to score for Arkansas, 8-1. And this time Packard's only able to get it from a double, but the Travelers get that run right back. They knock Garcia out of the game, and Kirby Sneed, the lefty, will come in relief. He's got a runner on third with 2 away, and he's able to at least get through the half inning. But again, the Travelers up by 7. Going into now the 9th inning, where Cade Marlowe, the runner on first, trying to do some more damage. Sneed's still in the ball game, but this one's down the left field line. The runner from first is going to be waved all the way home, and he is safe at the plate. Just slides in ahead of the tag. An RBI double for Marlowe. 9-1 now in favor of the Travelers. And then Labrada up next gets jammed, but it doesn't matter. Pokes it up the middle. Another run will score. 10-1 in favor of Arkansas. How about Ty Duvall trying to keep it going, and he does. Down the left field line, base hit. Runner going to go to third, so now 2 in scoring position. Still 2 away for the top of the order, which means it'll be John Caballero up first. but he does get jammed, so we can't get any more, but we do lead 10-1, which is pretty much going to be curtains. Travis Kuhn will come in relief, just trying to get a look at him. He hasn't had the best season, so we're trying to fix that down here at AA. And, well, he doesn't get through scotch-free, as here's a shot down the left field line that does score at least one. They're going to send the second to the plate, and he's going to be out by a mile. Rockhounds, I mean, it really doesn't matter, just trying to get all the runs you can. But they do get one, making it 10-2. But the next batter is Zach Geloff, and he drills one deep to left field, well over the tall wall out there, and for a 2-run shot. The bright spot of the offense for the Rockhounds has been Geloff, as well. He gets 2 more there. But Kyle McCann up next will pop fly to right center, or this one will be put for out number 3. And the Travelers win pretty comfortably, 10-4 in this one. A good little last showcase for Arkansas as they get a win. They still got about a month of the season left. We'll see how they can finish up. Polkovich is your player of the game, went 2 for 4 with a homer and a triple. He also drew a walk, and we get a very comfortable win. Parisi was good on the mound. Now, we did have the All-Star break, and there were some AA players who made the All-Star team, so that's kind of what I want to do with this episode, is kind of look at some of these guys. Juan Thin made it. We saw Jack Parisi on the mound, so we got a pair of deep potential starting pitchers who made it, which is nice. Maybe that improves their potential. Bryce Miller, our reliever, who's got B potential in AA, also made their All-Star team. That's good because he's a bright spot who I could see influencing the bullpen one day. A.J. Puckett, who did pitch an inning in that game, got All-Star game. We didn't see his inning, however. Dyson Arias got it, a D potential closer at 55 overall. A lot of guys get the AA All-Star Game awards. They kind of elect everybody. Ty Duvall also gets it. Caden Bolkovich, now he deserves it. He's a AA All-Star. I thought about calling him up to AAA after this, just to end the season, but might as well just let him stay in AA. Logan Warmoth, who's a very good utility guy, gets an All-Star appearance. And that's it for the AA squad. It's the second half of this episode. We'll take a look at the AAA Tacoma Rainers, who are playing at home at Cheney Stadium. Yes, they're real-life ballpark. Remember, very immersive. As they sit 56 and 52, and they play host to the 59 and 49 Oklahoma City Dodgers, who you can assume are the affiliate of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Stephen Kolek on the mound for the Rainers today. I want to get a look at him today, so I'm glad he is pitching. And, well, he doesn't get off to the best start, as there's a one-out single into right field. Next batter, Brandon Lewis, is going to take a changeup and drill it to deep left field with some carry, and it's over the fence. Brandon Lewis with a 2-run shot here in the first inning gets the scoring started early. His 10th home run of the season down here at AAA puts the Dodgers quickly ahead 2-0. On the mound for them will be the righty Landon Knack, who has a 1.51 ERA through 7 starts here at AAA. He's been called up from AA earlier in the season. He starts off with Walking Cabrera, who draws a walk. How fitting. Next up, Mason McCoy. He also draws a walk. If there's one knock against Knack's game, is that he is very inaccurate. All right, I'll stop with the puns. So now runners are on the corner, one away for Colin Moran, and he hits this one deep to right center. That'll be caught out there in center, but Walking Cabrera will run his way home, and he will tie on the sac fly. So that'll be 2-1 now in favor of the Dodgers. Next batter, Jack Larson, will hit this one down the left field line. That's going to go into the grass. Third baseman couldn't get to it, and it's a 2-out double, so the runners move up, and Rainers still not done yet. Evan White now will drill this one through the right side of the infield, so a base hit. That's going to bring home 2 as the play is not in time. The Rainers take the lead thanks to Evan White, who spent a lot of this season at the major league level. Called him down just because he wasn't really getting the reps up there with the Mariners, and I'm glad he's flourishing out here at Tacoma. After that inning, after the first inning where both teams scored a combined 5 runs, the pitching really started to settle in. Knack did very good, as you can see, got through the second, and then we saw Kolek get through his half inning. As now in the 4th inning, though, Knack walks the first batter, but he does get through the next 3, so the pitching has settled down after an explosive first inning. Still 3-2 here in the 5th, where Jason Hayward, the longtime major leaguer, draws a walk, trying to hold on to his career here at AAA. He's on first base, but Jordan Vivas will line out to Kelnick out in left for the second out. And then the next batter will strike out looking. So nice inning of work there by Kolek. In the 6th, Victor Gonzalez will come in relief for the Dodgers, making his 56th appearance of the AAA season. He starts off his day against Jack Larson, who drills a perfectly hit ball to deep left field, and it's over the fence. Jack Larson goes yard, gets another one on the board for Tacoma. Larson's a guy who I don't know if really has a major league future anytime soon, but But, you know, he has a pretty decent bat if he continues to work on it. So I think maybe one day he can reach the major league level. In for relief for the Rangers will be Kyle Tyler, who hasn't had a good season. So we're going to try to resurrect that a little bit here in our last appearance with him. He gets the first 2 down in the 7th, and then he gets Jason Hayward to strike out. So not a bad half inning for Kyle Tyler. In the bottom of the 7th, Alex Reyes will come in relief for the Dodgers. He is a flamethrower who has some major league experience. He gets the first 2 batters down and then gets Mason McCoy to fly out to left. So a nice half inning there for him. Matt Festa gets the 8th for Tacoma, his 49th appearance of the season. And, well, he does what a lot of pitchers have done so far today for Tacoma, and that's go 1, 2, 3. Ground out to third, ends the top of the 8th. So go to the bottom half of the inning where Adam Kolarek will come in relief for OKC. First batter he faces is Cesar Hernandez, and Hernandez drills the first pitch to deep left field. No doubt about that one as Cesar Hernandez hits a solo shot, adds another one to the Rainers' lead. I wish we could have kept Cesar Hernandez at the major league level. He only played about a couple weeks for us, but we just didn't have the roster spot for us. But we will once September hits. So I think Cesar Hernandez is a prime candidate to call back up when our roster expands in about a month. So now 5-2 in favor of the Rainers, but Jack Larson, who already went homeward once today, he's not done as he hits this one down the left field line, lands on the chalk, and that's a 1-out double for him. Next batter, Evan White, 1-0 pitch, drills a changeup, this one to left center as the outfielders range back, but they run out of space. Evan White hits a home run to left center. Again, I'm glad he's getting the reps here at AAA because it seems like he's really taking advantage of it. He hasn't been down here long, but he's already hit 7 home runs. So good for Evan White. I'd like to see him in the Big League Cup again. He could also maybe be a September call-up. So now the lead has really expanded for the Rainers, so there's no need to go to our closer in Casey Sadler. So we'll go to Trevor Gott, the former Met, who gets the 9th inning, and he gets the former Cleveland Guardian, Bradley Zimmer, to strikeouts to end the ball game. The Rainers win this one by a final score of 7-2, and a very good end to our look at the minor leagues, as Jack Larson got player of the game, Kolek the win, and Knack the loss. Now, unlike AA, where we had a ton of All-Stars, we only had 2 down at AAA. The first one was one of our relief pitchers in Casey Sadler, who has a lot of major league experience, and he's a guy that could be the pitcher call-up we see in September. He's older, but he pitched very good last year for Seattle, and then he pitched really good this year in AAA, so maybe he gets the call-up. And then the guy who made it was Colin Moran, the former Cincinnati Red, who's on the other side of 30. His talent is decreasing, but it's good that he's at least trying to hold on and put together a pretty good AAA season. Now, for the final part of this episode, we're going to take a look at our draft picks and see where they land. Our first pick was Douglas Kramer. He has very high potential, a reliever out of Arkansas, and he has 65 potential, only 49 overall. We scouted him 89 to 94. What happened? You got to be kidding me. We drafted a bust in the first round. Somebody's going to get fired in the scouting department of this. I thought Kramer was a slam dunk, and he's a 49 overall D potential. When I first saw it, I could not believe it. I was absolutely stunned. Well, our draft really went up with that one. We did get at least one A potential guy, but it was not the one I expected. We did get Morgan Hampton, who's a 56 overall A potential out of Puerto Rico. We drafted a lot of starting pitching, so at least Morgan Hampton is the bright spot with that A potential. Next, we picked Mickey Dow, who had 70 to 82 in terms of his scouted potential range, and he has the lowest possible at 70. He's currently a 60 overall C potential to California, whose parents grew up in Germany. Is not necessarily got the brightest future as well. It has not been the best draft for our scouting department. We did get Ray DeLaurie, the former Rutgers second baseman, who only has C potential but has a really good contact bat. He's one of those guys that I think could produce offensively better than what his overall shows. Kind of a liability on defense right now, but he only plays second base, which isn't so bad. And then the last guy, which we didn't take a look at in depth, was relief pitcher Brian Sanchez, who actually turned out to be pretty good. He's got high C potential, and he's another guy that honestly could be better than our top pick in Douglas Kramer. So an interesting draft to say the least for your Seattle Mariners, but next time we'll see the Big League Club again. We'll place the Padres at home for 2 and the Orioles at home for 3. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought of our prospects. I mean, I think I know what the consensus is with our top pick, but thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.